Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Super Luigi Galaxy. This episode, we're starting off in the dusty Jun Galaxy, doing episode 2, Blasting Through the Sand, which is another really cool one. I actually just genuinely really like the dusty Jun Galaxy, just because all its missions are just... they're very just long and interesting bits of platforming. Pokies are incoming. Hold your nerve. Hold your nerve. Hold it, spin! Oh, damn it. I was really aiming to take all the bastards out in one. Once you've killed all of them, a big bastard appears. Come on, pop your little head up. There we go. So just jump up to him and spin his head. Oh, nope. You can wait for him to jump down and attack you, but it's much better to actually, I find, try and hit him first. Take the initiative, you know? Except he's being a real dodgy shit. What the fuck? Wow, this has been a great start to an episode. Where's he gone? There we go. Get up. There we go. And there we go. There we go. I said there we go like 3 times in a row there. That doesn't sound right at all, does it? Now we go onto an interesting little planet. That's a lie. I mean, we do go onto that interesting planet bit. I was thinking of that one over there in the distance. Instead, I go for this one. And there is a little useful something here. Go onto the underside. Oh, ballsack. And you'll notice the camera doesn't flip, so it's a bit of a bugger to navigate around here. Because I want to go this way. And hop onto the underside of this planet. And you get a live shroom. It's quite cunningly hidden from you. But there we go. What we actually need to do is get to the middle where there is a launch star. Sling star. God damn it, one day I'll get those correct. Oh, and you go into a weird orbit here. There's a Hungry Luma there, which is for a secret mission. Hungry Lumas within missions are almost always a secret star. And now we get onto this strange thing where you have this sand that basically propels you forwards. And on this main thing here, this is now a complete circuit. And there are pull star pieces on it, and we need to gather 5 of them. They've got 1, there's 2, then I believe the 3rd one is round here. Then the 4th one is encased in that. We've done very well so far. And then for the 5th one, we need to grab a shell from here. We're actually now back where we started, which is on the underside of it. And we need to get round to this bit. Here we go, and using the shell, open that treasure chest for the 5th one. It's important to do that one last, because this is where they appear. It's not important, but... I do it last. You know one of the reasons why I do that so efficiently? There is a Speedy Comet on this mission, so I'm used to speedrunning this one, because it's not easy, the speedrun on this one. I wouldn't necessarily say it's hard, so here, as you can see, stuff's kind of just drifting towards you, and you just got to keep moving forwards until you get to the launch star. Whichever direction you go, left or right, gets you here eventually. Both lead to the same location. But yeah, there's a speedrun on this, which is really good fun, but quite challenging, and as such, it's quite important to just... oh, hey! I've got quite good at doing this level pretty quickly. So some more desert winds here, which will throw you around. These ones have weirdly... I don't remember the last ones having googly eyes, but maybe they did. It was a while since I did that episode, so... land here and grab ourselves a 1-up, and then proceed over here. Basically, we need to get to that middle thing there. But the route is a little indirect, as you can see, because there's... oh! Because I'm an idiot, apparently. Right, let's try that again. So yes, that's where we're aiming for now, but we can't get there directly, but because, as you can see, there's 2 sides to this, and they connect in different ways. That's actually... whoa! That's where the star is, dead ahead of me, but... oh, slippery shoes, man. They're a real bastard on this level. Oh, is it? No, it hasn't. Oh, it has! Yes, good. It has respawned me right where I was. That's a little bit more useful. So we could go there for now, but there's no way to get up to the star. We need to do quite the roundabout route in order to get over there. So let's grab another 1-up, which is actually quite handy, because I've been dying of... oh. Well, you know, if you die to get a 1-up, all you waste is time. There we go. Oh, didn't mean to triple jump there. Nearly made a... I say made a twat of myself. I'm already firmly a twat at this point in this episode. So, these guys have rocks around them, which means they'll hit you, so try to avoid them if you can. What we need to do for now is climb to the top of this structure, and it's got this little thing on it. If we hit that... so where do you think it's gone? Well, the answer should be pretty straightforward, because you can especially hear a ticking tock. Ticking tock? Ticking clock. Oh yeah, I tried to say too many things at once there. I tried to say tick-tock and ticking clock, and I said a ticking tock, which is... oh, bloody hell. I kind of don't want to be in this thing right now. They're not exactly the fastest way of getting from A to B. So yes, that sandcastle structure has appeared over on this side, which is very handy, because that means using Luigi's ridiculous jumping abilities, we can get straight up there to the star before it sinks back down to the other side. Wonderful! I really like that mission, as you can probably tell. So, if we return here to the fountain, we will see there is a prankster comet in orbit around the Battle Rock Galaxy, which means it's a Daredevil comet, which of course means this is Top Maniac's Daredevil run. So, is this our first Daredevil thing? It's not. I think it actually might be. I don't know. Either way, it spawns you right near the boss. You don't have to do any of the rest of the galaxy, which is at least very nice, because that would potentially be quite dangerous. But as you can see, you've got red nastiness coming in from the side. I'm going to treat this as... Actually, I think this might be our first Daredevil comet. Can't think what else we would have done. So let's go ahead and do it. Just got to do the whole thing without being hit. How hard can it be? So I'm going to avoid his little nonsense, boys, because all they do is hit you around, really. They're really not that much of a threat. What you just got to be aware of is when you've hit him, he comes back straight into the centre. And if he lands on you there, that will do you damage. I'm just trying to get... There you go. Hammer through him just as quickly as possible. The longer he's around, the longer you are, the more likely you are to get a hit. I said that one wasn't very nice. That one's actually incredibly easy for a Daredevil run, so... Let's head back up to the engine room where we've discovered a new galaxy. So, available for 40 stars, which we've just achieved, is the Toy Time Galaxy, and this one is wonderful. So, we open with Mission 1, Heavy Metal Mecha-Bowser. Apparently that thing we're looking at there is supposed to be Mecha-Bowser. But this is a very fun mission that plays around with a lot of stuff, and also, if you listen for the music, it uses the classic Mario theme, which is very cool, and it's all themed around giant toy stuff. So for now, we want to... Captain Toad doing his thing. Basically, that's where we're going. So you can roughly see the route we're going to be taking, which is basically going around there, up there, and over there. It's quite a big level, this one, but it's a very enjoyable one, because it's got a lot of very good platforming on it, and good of... I talk about this a lot with this game, but my favourite levels are often those that have good gravity platforming, as in stuff that's not just good 3D platform, but also that uses the mechanics of this game really nicely. You got Mecha-Bowsers here, which you can kill with a ground pound only. If you jump on them, it'll just stun them. My friends have been kidnapped. Oh no, people are stealing Gearmos. Oh, that's a new thing. So this purple surface here generates a kind of endogenous gravity field. I realise people are not necessarily familiar with the word endogenous. It means self-made, basically. We use it quite a lot in biology. So yes, those generate their own gravity. So if I were to walk here, for example, you get sucked into that one as well. So be aware of those. If we talk to this Gearmo, he says, if you see a bolt, give it a spin. And indeed, you can just unscrew bolts this way. That one didn't do anything, but many of them do. So what we need to do now is come over here and unscrew this bolt. And actually, I don't want to do anything with that yet, I don't think. What I want to do for now... Come on, get off. Ah, what? I'm on the sideways doing... There we go. That was very confusing. Oh, see, that's why I'm doing spinning. They kind of just get briefly stunned. Fuck this, I'm just going to go straight onto this side. Hup. There we go. So, what we need to do here is... Oh, we need to get through to that, which we can't do yet. So, I was correct in my earlier assessment. Oh! What? Alright, let's try that again. So we want to unscrew this bolt here. And then just drop down where it was. Oh! That's weird. Stop doing that. I want to actually get down there. There's clearly a spring at the bottom of this, which doesn't want me to be down here. And there's one of these nuts. So if you spin this as well, that extends a little thing out to the bottom, which at least means what happened to me last time won't happen again. But as we saw a bit ago, we actually can't can't proceed up there. So we need to come off the side, and it's all about going around here now. If you walk off the purple path at any point, then you will, of course, gravity will return to normal, and then you will invariably fall vertically down as in towards the bottom of the screen, which is not great. But if we unscrew this thing here, that then slides down, revealing the launch star. Can we get across to it that way? Oh, that was a dodgy gravity maneuver, but it worked. Out of the chimney we go. We're like a weird reverse Santa Claus. Let's grab some bits over here. And we're about to introduce a new form of Mario. Oh dear. Let's ignore this guy. He says killing him, which is like the exact opposite of ignoring someone. If we gather this thing... Introducing the Spring Shroom. You transformed into Spring Luigi. God, I look all fucked up there. Press A at the right moment to bounce high. Boing! So, as Spring Luigi, you are constantly springing, and you kind of move like a slinky, like this. When it said press A at the right time, that is the moment you hit the ground. If you press A... you do a super spring, and those jumps go extremely high. So, it's a bit of an awkward one to control because you kind of can't stop moving, so cornering becomes very challenging. So here we want to, there are two options to go, and we actually do want to go to that further one, but we'll try this one first, and then spoing. Ooh, just made it up there. You can go quite steep things like this if you by moving like a slinky, which is nice, and here is a good chance to play around with Spring Luigi. There's no real good pun I can use for Spring Luigi. Spring-Luigi? Louise, Spring, no, none of them are good, even by my admittedly extremely low quality control standards. What you want to do here is get to the top, but do it cracking as few of these blocks as possible. Why is that important? Well, you'll find out when you get to the top, which I'm not doing very well at this rate. Where would I go up there? Oh, bollocks, that's a fair few more done. Oh, damn it. When you get this thing, every block you didn't crack turns into a bit. So that's the nice thing about it, is that's why you want to crack as few blocks as possible, because then that gets you more bits, which is all very nice. But that's just a little time to have a play around with Spring Luigi. As I say, our real goal is over there, and I'm going to play this a bit safe. I was going to try and jump over it from the middle, but I know how hard to handle Spring Luigi is, so I really don't want to take that risk. This guy can be a real bugger to dodge. You basically just got to make sure you jump left and right, because he'll track you pretty well. So stay on the kind of one side, and then jump over to the other, and take advantage of the airtime, and get up to here. Wonderful. With that, we can just... Ooh! That's the other thing, as you'll notice, you bounce off walls, so you kind of go spoing off them, which can be really lethal if you're not expecting it. In we go. Sling Stars will turn you back from Spring Luigi into regular Luigi. I had completely forgotten about this bit. What the hell? Oh, yes, I remember. Nice and straightforward. All those little ones there are just to distract you. You just need to jump up to the top, and then you just have this kind of ink bottle? I don't know what it is, but smash through in Sling Star. That's why I'd forgotten that planetoid, because nothing of interest happens from it. You can see from the glow there, that's where our star is at the top there. This is Heavy Metal Mecha-Bowser. And so it's just a case of platforming all the way to the top of him, and it's brilliantly done. So screw that thing into his knee, hop into this... Use your words, Doctor. Pipe! That one took a while to get there, and unscrew his other knee. Well, that's his thigh. And Sling Star time. So here we now have to, we've got, as you can see, 4 bolts to tackle. There's not really much of a threat to us at the moment here, other than that very slow-moving fire rotatey thing, so we'll just let that do its thing over there. And then with the 4th screw, off comes this side panel. And you want to hop down onto the one below it. Ignore that one that's got a mini Bowser in, or Mecha-Bowser, whatever they're called. And you want to go to the second one, which has another pipe. What the frickety-frickety-foo? There we go. Frickety-fickety-foo. That's weird even by my standards. And you'll notice the music gets a bit more intense the further you get up him, which is very cool. Want to hop onto the arm here when it's lowered down, and then work our way along to the elbow joint. And from there, the shoulder... Oh, bloody hell, the shoulder's just up the way, and that's our real goal at the moment, because then, as you can see on the shoulder, there is a screw, and we can unscrew his entire arm. And nearly get killed by a bat while we're at it. Using the Sling Star will bring us a little bit further up. And you will notice off... Well, if we wait here a sec, that lift is for bringing you up if you fall off at any point, because obviously his arm now being away means you can't... Oh, nice. I wanted a coin as well. There we go. Because he's no longer got an arm, you can't climb up that arm. So you just got to dodge the fireball here and then hop right up to the nose. And then do a supersonic ground pound into his brain. And with it blown up, all the gear modes are safe, and we can wonderfully get a star. That's a great one. I like the Jun Galaxy generally, and that's just a fun gravity level. We'll finish off the episode by heading back to the Beach Ball Galaxy. And onto the mission, passing the swim test. This is a dubious mission. Nintendo is often marketed as the company for kids. They make games which are kid-safe. Not only are they're not violent or anything like that, but they often teach kids good things about how to live their life and such like that. Consequently, the moral of this episode can be seen as extremely disturbing. Let's talk to Coach. Are you here to take the swimming school's final swim test? Yes, I am. This test is all about underwater shell collecting. Bring me back the gold shell and it's an automatic A grade for you. So, the moral of this particular episode is you may not immediately succeed at everything. And the important thing to remember is if you don't succeed at something, what you need to do is either find someone who's better than you or find someone who's already done it and mug them. There is only one way to get the golden shell on this, and it's one of the penguins swimming around has already collected the golden shell. You need to find that penguin, track him down, and tackle it off him. He's in front of us here, we can see. So, hammer A to close in on the bastard. And then when you get close enough, yoink with a spin, and take it off him. I don't feel good about that, and neither should anyone. It's just, ugh. Good one, Nintendo, teaching very important morals to the next generations about how to steal from people who are do better than you. Because clearly one of those penguins found it by their own beans. Ooh, that was an interesting thing. Wonder if that'll be on the recording. I had some kind of weird electrical thing happen to my screen for a second or two. Anyway, it is as simple as bring the shell back to Coach. Amazing! I didn't think you'd actually be able to bring it back. Well then, here's a big gold medal for you. And as ever, a gold medal is a star, which is a nice little way to round off the episode, I suppose. That's going to fuck off. Oh, no, it didn't fuck off. I thought it'd bugger off to somewhere awkward. Nice job on the test, but are you even one of my students? And on that note, we will end the episode. So, this has been Heavy Metal Mecha-Bowser, and various other things. Top Maniac Speedrun, not Speedrun, Daredevil Run be done. Next episode is going to be some mostly very nice missions, and then we're going to take on the boss of the engine room as the main goal next episode. So, I hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.